Today is July 29th, 2014. I am DJ23. This is episode 3 in my Rags to Riches Dynasty online series. We've got a bye week this week. I'm in week 2, as you can see here, so that's no fun, but figure I've got a couple things to talk about. I want to show you guys the schedule and the conference alignment with the teams that everybody's selected. And then I'm even going to give you 2 or 3 recruits that I'm going to go after. Don't want to give you much more than that since this is a live web series and I don't want to give away too much to my competition. But let's start it with the schedule for the year. And if you saw the last video for week 1, you saw that I was able to pull off a huge victory against Michigan at Michigan. So it was a very exciting game. Came down to Let's Play, so check out that video if you haven't already. We've got, as you can see, we got Michigan, we got the bye week this week, and then next week will be against San Jose State, the Spartans, led by the Real Blade. He actually also has his own YouTube channel, I believe, under that same name, so check his channel out. And then we've got at Ball State, at UMass, another bye week, which hopefully by then I'll have some signees, so I can do another video that will show you who I've signed up to that point. Then we'll have ECU, at BYU, at Northern Illinois, versus Toledo, at Western Michigan. Will be a big intrastate rivalry game on the road. And then big division matchup if things go as planned. The two of us, that game will be played here to help determine who's going to the MAC Conference Championship game, assuming we have a Conference Championship game. I can't remember if the MAC has one or doesn't, but hopefully Commish set it up so that it does. Then we're at home in Akron, and then home against Central Michigan, which is also a rivalry game. So big shout out to the Commish for letting me finish up with a home rivalry game. That should help recruiting if I've got any guys that have not made up their minds by that time. So finishing out with 3 home games, definitely a good schedule there to finish out that way. So let's take a look at the conference standings and show you who's where. So there's my division in the MAC, there with Justice, who's at Old Dominion. So as you can see, I'm a 68 overall, he's a 67 overall. So an evenly matched game. Should be interesting to see how that game goes. I'm definitely looking forward to that matchup. And then over here on the other side of the MAC, we've got Ohio and Buffalo. Both teams ranked higher than ours in the West, but such goes it. I picked Eastern Michigan mainly because I really enjoy their gray uniforms. I think they look really good, and with the green, there's a good mixture there. So let's look at the Sun Belt and the teams that are over there. We've got Tulane, we've got San Jose State, we've got FIU, we've got Louisiana Lafayette, and we've got South Alabama. So those 5 teams are in the Sun Belt. That gives us 9 users for this dynasty. So more than the 8 that we had originally planned on having. So now let's talk about recruiting. I'm going to show you guys some of these recruits that I'm going after. So the first recruit I'm going to show you is Steve Washington, the 23rd rated defensive tackle out of Southfield, Missouri, or Michigan, sorry. Defensive tackle is a huge position of need for me right now, so he would be a huge addition, especially at 68 overall. And I know 68 isn't what everybody shoots for, but as a 1-star school, and right now my senior starting defensive tackle is a 71 overall. So he would be potentially a 71 or better by the end of his first year on campus, whether he redshirts or not. So definitely something to look forward to if I can land him, and I'm first on his board right now. Let's look at the top schools I'm going up against. Don't know necessarily that Ohio is actually recruiting him or not, so we'll have to look and see. The second recruit that I'm going to show you guys is Marcus Cook. He's a 12th rated center, and for the 12th rated center, he's really low, so this must be not a great class for centers this year. He's a 64 overall. You can see his ratings there, so he's not really fantastic, but what does excite me about him is his size at 6'5", 304. He definitely will be a hard mountain to move. Hopefully he can develop, but at the same time, right now on my depth chart I have a senior and a junior center. So the senior will graduate, and I'll have my junior next year who will start. So Marcus will be a good backup, but if I need to next year, I can hopefully recruit somebody better than Marcus that could potentially start as a freshman, and Marcus would just remain a backup. So just, moving in the right direction, trying to build and trying to improve the depth chart and the guys below is the reason he would be a target for me. But center is also a position of need. Again, as I said, I have a graduating senior and only one other player at center, so definitely need a backup. So I feel like this is definitely a possible get for me. And last but not least, I'm going to show you this guy who might be kind of a reach. I'm first right now for him, but I think that's mainly because nobody else is really recruiting him. That may change as we go. I feel like this is Corey Price. He's the 48th rated athlete out of Addison, Illinois, 6'2", 237, and at that size, you'd like to think that outside linebacker, maybe safety when you see that speed. But when I look at his other ratings, a tackle, hit power, pursuit, play recognition, and then, you look a little further and you see the block shedding and the finesse moves and the power moves. Not really a defensive end, even though I've got one defensive end right now at 205 pounds. He will probably be an outside linebacker. That's where I can see him probably excelling the best. So there's a look at his other ratings there. He does have a high spin move and a decent juke move, but not a carrying, so definitely not a running back, even though I need a running back also. But that's Corey Price, and hopefully nobody else will recruit him, and I can land him at 71 overall. He'd be a great get for Eastern Michigan. So that's it for the guys that I'm going to show you that I'm recruiting for now. Thanks for watching the video. Really appreciate it. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. It's a free country. Do as you please. And I'll look forward to sharing you with the highlights and game tape from the next game against the San Jose State Spartans, which will be a user game with the real Blade. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.